Hello everybody and thank you for joining me. This is Ciara from Ciara T Designs and today I have these rainbow leaves birthday cards to share with you, so let's jump right in. So really quickly before we start, I just want to let you guys know that all of my cards are now up and available on my website for sale. So if you want to check that out, I will have a link in the description, but you can also just head over to ciaratdesigns.com and go to the card section and check them out. So I'm going to cut down my cardstock like I always do. You guys have seen me do this many times. And I am going to give this a black mat. So I'm cutting these panels down to be about 1/4 of an inch smaller than my A2 base, which is 4 1/4 by 5.5 when scored. And then I'm going to cut down my black mat to be about 1/8 of an inch smaller than my A2 base. Again, just because I love that thin border. It just makes me happy and makes me feel like the card is a little more finished. You could of course skip this step if layers are not your thing, but I do think you could also experiment a bit with it if you wanted to do like a silver metallic one instead. You can absolutely do that, but I like the black because I think it ties into the stamped sentiment and it makes those colors pop. So for my ink blending, I'm going to use my autumn rainbow color palette. This is kind of what I've chosen to call this. So I use Worn Lipstick and Spiced Marmalade for this specific panel. And there's no rhyme or reason to where we're blending these colors because we are going to cut out the leaves with this. So we're really not, there's no concern about where your colors are. You're not trying to blend nicely. You're not, after anything specific here. You're just trying to cover the panel in color so that no matter where the leaf die sits, there will be color on it. And I'm going to do 6 colors for my rainbow. So like I said, I have Worn Lipstick and Spiced Marmalade, Mustard Seed and Mowed Lawn, and Mermaid, Lagoon, and Wilted Violet will be my 6 colors. And I'm doing 2 colors per panel. That's just the easiest way I found so I could have 2 colors per leaf. You could die cut the leaves and then blend on top of them if you wanted to, but I kind of like this more random look. You'd have no concern here, like you're not worried about what colors are going to go where. If you are concerned about that, then you could absolutely, like I said, blend on top of the cut leaves if that's your preference. But I think that this just makes it a little bit easier because you're not after a smooth, perfect blend. You're not trying to achieve anything specific here, except getting some color down. So if you don't want to ink blend, you could easily do sprays on watercolor paper instead. You could do alcohol inks if you'd rather. Just make sure that everything's completely dry before you run it through your die cutting machine, because otherwise I find they try to stick in the die cuts, and that kind of gets irritating with alcohol inks especially. So I tend to do alcohol inks after I've cut something, but there's no wrong way here. We're just trying to get some beautiful colors on. And if you don't want to do rainbow, you could do the leaves the same colors. I'm opting to do them, kind of a rainbow palette, but you could easily do all of the panels, in your favorite color, and then cut out the leaves and have 3 matching cards and then have them be a set. There's no wrong way to create. You guys know I say that all the time. There is no right or wrong, especially with a card design like this, because we're just trying for some pretty colors. If you don't want to do any of that, you could grab out some pattern papers that you love and die cut the leaves out of those. Try to make sure that the pattern paper isn't too busy, because I think that takes away from the leaves a little bit, but you could definitely try it and see what you think. So after I have ink blended all of my colors, I am going to splatter on some Perfect Pearls I have mixed up in a mini mister bottle, and I'm also going to splatter on a little bit of clean clear water that I keep in a bottle as well, and I'm going to splatter them both just because I want that texture. There's no way to know where it's going to land based on where you cut your leaf, so you can add more later if you want to. I'm not really concerned about it. I kind of just like to do this and have that little bit of shimmer. Ideally, this would also be 100% dry before you run it through the die cutting machine. I don't think mine was, so I lose a little bit of the shimmer from my Perfect Pearls powder, but it's not a big deal really. Like, it still looks really pretty, so I'm not worried about it. And then here I'm splattering on some water just to the background just to add that texture. You could skip this step as well if you weren't really after that textured look, but you guys know that I love it, so that is what I end up using. Now for my leaves, I am using the Tim Holtz Leaf Fragments dies. These are some of my favorite leaf dies. They're just so interesting and textured and fun to look at that they hold their own without needing much else on the card because they're so interesting. So I'm going to run that panel through. I get 3 leaves per panel, and that's perfect because you're only really going to fit 3 leaves per card front anyways with how large these are. I guess you could overlap them theoretically and add like 5 if you want to do landscape instead of portrait, but I opted to just add the 3 because I like uneven numbers. And you could, of course, also use the same colors on each card front. I'm going to mix them up and have one leaf of each color so that I have that rainbow palette across the front of my card. But if you prefer to have that more matching look, you could absolutely use, each color once on the card and not bring in the other 2 colors, and then just have 3 cards that are different colors. That of course could also work. And if you don't have leaves, you could do the same thing with butterflies. You could do the same thing with flowers, pretty much anything that's, kind of a larger area like these leaves, just because they are more eye-catching and they're kind of a simple design. So I'm sure you have something in your stash that would work for this. If you don't, though, I always have everything I've used in a video linked and listed in the description for easy finding if you guys are interested in purchasing it. And of course, I do get a small commish if you guys choose to shop through my links, which is always greatly appreciated. So I really appreciate that, guys. And then that's the card design for the focal elements. I am going to poke out all the little holes in these leaves. I think this is why I love them so much. They have so much texture and interest in them that they're fun to look at. So they make a great focal point. You guys have seen me use that larger leaf recently. I did it on a completely different card design where I did some ink smushing, and then I just had the leaf as the focal point beside it. So they're so versatile, and I have so much fun using them. And you guys, know that I like to use the stuff in my stash. I am a huge believer in using what you've owned, and that applies for this stamp. I have never used this stamp. It, of course, is from Simon Says Stamp, as are, pretty much all of my sentiment stamps. But I had never used this one. So, of course, I had to bust it out. I am trying to go through my stash and use everything that I have paid good money for, right? So this is from Simon Says Stamp. It is the Poppy Perfection stamps. It's just a sentiment in that stamp set. I will link it if it's still available. I do find sometimes that I'm using older Simon Says Stamp stuff, so it might not be available. But if it is, I will, of course, have it linked and listed down for you guys so that you can go and check it out. If not, I will try to link a different stamp set that has, maybe somewhat of a similar birthday sentiment. But you could use anything here. I don't think this necessarily leans towards birthdays. I mean, you could easily use, thank you, thinking of you, pretty much it's just saying hello, like you're a great friend. Like I think this card design leans itself beautifully towards pretty much any sentiment that you need to use. And I just have those leaves kind of sitting nicely above the sentiment. I am going to pop up the center leaf, so I'm not adhering it here. I'm just having it there for placement, and then I'm going to add a 3D foam square behind it so that I can have a little more interest, stand up a little bit more off of the card front. So then you'll see that here in a moment. So going back to that quick information I gave you in the beginning of the video, after many, 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 many hours, I finally have my cards up for sale on my website. I just got that finished. Well, for you guys, I'm recording the voiceover for this on the 15th, and the 15th is the day that I actually got those cards up. You guys won't see this video for a couple of days yet, but I'm so excited to have them up. So these cards, like I'm making right here, are also available on the website. You just have to go into the birthday section. But any card you see after this video, well, and before this video, they're pretty much all up on the website. So you can go and check that out if you are interested. I do have them listed if it's a bundle. So not these cards. I did these ones separately, but if it's a bundle, the cards are $10 each. And if they're being purchased individually, this is of course Canadian prices, so obviously my Americans, it would be a fair bit cheaper for you just because of how the exchange rate works. But they are $15 by themselves. So if you wanted to buy one card, it would be $15, but I did do a volume discount as well. So if you add more cards to the cart, the price actually goes down. So if you add 3, it goes down to $13 a card. And if you add 5, it goes down to $10 a card. So you could easily create your own bundle if you don't want to purchase, similar cards. So as if the cards that I did recently, they are the ones with, the maple leaves, say that set is up on the website as a bundle, so you would have to buy them all. If there's no interest really in the bundles, I will break them apart and do them as individual cards. But for now, they are up as a bundle. And if you see a card that you really like that's in the bundle, email me. If you really want to purchase a card, reach out. I'm happy to, break up the bundle for contact for a card if that's of interest to you. So they are limited, of course, because it's based on what I've made. So as if this card would only have, 3 of this card, because I've only made that many. So if there's at all any interest, you have any questions, you have any thoughts, leave them in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. If you watched my last vlog, you will have caught me working on that, because that was a big focus in this that vlog. I was working on getting all the cards up and ready to go. It features in the next vlog a little bit as well, just because I was still working on it until the 15th when they actually went up. So I think I was up until like 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. working on the cards just to get them up and live. So I have finally succeeded and managed to do that, which was a huge undertaking because there's about 350 listings that went up. So make sure you go check that out if you're at all interested. And like I said, any questions, concerns, comments, leave them in the comments for me or send me an email. I'm pretty easy to get in touch with. If I don't respond to your email, it's very possible that it went into my junk folder. So then leave me a comment and I'll go looking for it, because I get so much junk mail. It's shocking. But yeah, so make sure you reach out and let me know. And I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts, because that was a huge undertaking. So I'm really excited to have them on the website, and hopefully somebody will enjoy them and want to pick up a couple cards. I have had people actually like wall mount them instead of using them as a card. They just frame them and use them as an art piece, which is incredibly flattering. So if you make your own cards and you don't really want to buy a card from me necessarily, you can absolutely purchase one and just make it a piece of art. That has happened. So that's of course pretty humbling, and it just warms my heart to know that somebody likes my artwork enough that they want to keep it. So that is also an option, because I know you guys are mostly card makers. So I understand if you don't really want to purchase a card of mine to use it as a card, but you can, of course, like I said, just keep it as a piece of art. Or you can just, I don't know, if you want to, you could send me an email and I could write a note in it for you if you're just going to keep it for yourself. I mean, obviously these are blank because they're meant to be used as cards. But if you really would like a card specific, like a specific card from me, I could just send me an email. Or there's also a note section on the order page. So you could also write me a note and just say, hey, Ciara, I want to use this as a art, and I would love if you'd write me a note inside. You could absolutely do that. And I could do that. So that's also an option if that's something that would be of interest to you guys. So of course, I've just adhered everything. You saw me bring in my thin 3D foam squares to pop up that middle leaf. It's so thin. It's like 1/8 of an inch. So they're really, really skinny. They're great to add a little bit of interest, but not a lot of bulk. And then I did adhere my layers with my Nuvo Deluxe glue. It is my favorite. And then of course I am going to go in with some white pearls. I can't help myself. I love the pearls. I just feel like they finish the card and give it just a little bit more of an elegant finish. So that is why I always reach for them. But you could of course skip that step. You could add sequins. You could add gems. There's so many ways to take this card design and make it your own with things that you have on hand. I just want you to create. My whole spiel, my whole love of this channel is just to inspire you to create, because I do honestly think it's really healthy. It's really good for the soul. It's really, it just, hopefully it gives you some joy, brings you some happiness, and you get to experience something that you've created, which is always really exciting. So I'm going to hold them up here so you can check them out. You could, of course, splatter a little more perfect pearls on the card, so there's a little bit on the background as well. I didn't, but you absolutely could. That would just add a little more interest. And that is the card design I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you leave me a like, leave me a comment, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I do new videos every Monday and Thursday. And as you guys know, the vlogs are coming now every second Saturday, and the next one will be the 22nd. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to my members. You guys are phenomenal. And I will see you guys again very soon. Bye-bye for now.